And then it was grinder time. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. I was just happy there was no bike. I was like, Marcus, please, no bike. It's like, if there is, you don't have to film me.
Yeah.
And then to wrap up training, we always have a conditioning piece in Persist workouts. Now, conditioning doesn't always have to mean that you're breathing massively, you're out of breath, you're wanting to roll around on the ground and you're sweating all over the place. Sometimes conditioning is moderate breathing with some stability and strength work hidden inside of the circuit. And that's exactly what we did today. We took a kettlebell, one kettlebell, a heavy kettlebell for you, which was different for each of us in certain circumstances, and we carried it, we performed a Turkish get-up, and we did lunges with it. It was 14 minutes of continuous work. We got single leg strength, we got core and shoulder endurance. All of that over the course of 14 minutes also elevated our heart rate, got our respiratory rate up.
Coming into the 70 was a 1 RM, so when Marcus wrote 4 on the board, I was like, we'll see. We'll see, but we made it work, got 2 rounds of that. Yeah.
I was just happy there was no bike. I was like, Marcus, please, no bike. It's like, if there is, you don't have to film me.
Yeah, but you know, just getting those scaps on fire, because we did all the work on one side and then switched to the other, so just when you're ready to be done, it's time to switch to the other side. So it's done at the right time, but yeah, it's nice to slow it down. Not everything's, you know, pedal to the metal. Sometimes it's just breathe and be with that heavy weight. It's just you against you out here, so I'm just whatever it takes to grind that out. I think I let 70 live in my head rent free, so I was like, you know what, it's not a 1 RM, it's a 4 RM. And it was, I mean, chipped away.
I know. So. I was like, okay, well, I have these 53s, let me just try it. But I mean, I think with this program too, it's like knowing when to scale down. And so I mean, 44 is still really heavy for me. So I think like I did challenging on the walks and then the lunges, and then pretty much I just went back for the Turkish. So I mean, even 44 is really heavy. So, but yeah, you really have to concentrate on your breathing. So I think if you go lighter, then you just kind of chunk away at it. But I think the purpose of his programming really kind of makes you hone down on your movements for quality.
Honor the tempo, maintain quality, like the weights will come.
Yeah.
You know, there's no leave your ego out the door. I mean, I just hate to see people moving up but with bad form, and then they just end up hurt. And you know, your best ability is availability. So.
And we never thought we'd be throwing this kind of weight around. You know, I mean, walking with 53s, I mean, that's insane, and I can do like dual kettlebell.
I never touched a kettlebell before FTB, so.
Right, so, but yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
Trust the process, y'all.
So we got cardiorespiratory endurance as well as strength and stability, and that's one of the ways that we condition in Persist. We call those kettlebell grinders, and they're a great way and a great alternative to condition when you can't get your energy up and your mentality up to do something super high intensity at super high levels of output. So give that a try next time you're in the gym and you need an alternative.
Or I mean, when I see a grinder, I'm like, okay, I know I need to move with quality and I can afford to go heavier as well. I don't have to like scale back as much. Because I'm like, okay, I'm just pushing myself and that's what I'm happy with. But when I see really high interval stuff, like I'm really bad at the bike because I'm like short and small. So the bike really, you know, like I'm pedaling with everything that I have. So for myself, I think grinders for me.
Yeah, I think I just, having lifted for 20 years, I think when I see a grinder on the board, I know that I can rely a little bit more on my just natural strength. So definitely the interval work is something that's more humbling, that'll keep us up at night. If we're looking ahead to train for the week, it'll like, oh shit, Wednesday's gonna be.
I'm like, no, 32 calories on the bike.
I know, the 20-minute AMRAP. So yeah, I definitely like seeing a grinder. But I mean, we've missed about 3 workouts in 4 years. So it's just consistency is the one thing that's gonna get you over the hump, no matter what these workouts, no matter what's on the board. So yeah.